Good morning.
This is Meditation Reflections. Welcome. A bit of a gray, a bit of a gray day today, but it's still a good day.
Lots going on,
Yeah.
which is good. Seeing to all the details. But my message this morning was about details. I would often explain to my students when I was teaching that all learning or all knowledge was continuous refinement of detail, literally resolution. Resolution is a term for microscopes, and it's the ability to distinguish between two objects when they're next to each other. So when you have a bigger lens, the resolution is better, and suddenly you see the little cells as separate from each other, and you begin seeing details on the cells. So it's resolution. And if you look at the history of science, you have increasing understanding of smaller and smaller things, or increasing understanding of larger and larger things, the cosmos, microscopes, things like that. And that pretty much describes an awful lot of things. And so my message this morning from Spirit was understanding the details and paying attention to the details. And I went, well, that's how you learn stuff. So, strong message.
The more information you have, the better choices you can make.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just are a bit lazy and just kind of let other people tell you what's going on, you don't get the full picture. So have multiple sources and look at the details of what you're looking at.
That multiple source business in traditional research, it's 3 independent sources
Yes.
that you can verify are not connected together.
Yeah, because often people will echo each other, and you'll have one source of information, and someone else is just repeating that from the same source. It's not an independent second source or third.
In science, what you have is people literally repeating the science experiment, duplicating it at other universities as a verification process of the original piece of science. It's a little like cold fusion. They're still having a little trouble duplicating that in a public manner where they share it. And that's the other half of it. Can you duplicate this particular effect in public with people watching?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's physical reality. And all science is proved by physical reality. Does it actually match what happens in reality?
Also, it's important to have the bigger picture instead of just a little slice of the picture.
Yeah. Some of the problems with science in this century
Excuse me.
has been the fact that we've so specialized that we're not really good at generalized information, and that knocks out the crossover fields.
Yeah.
Remember in the 1950s when biochemistry, biophysics, it was a crossover between scientists trained in 2 fields to make a comparison to expanded science.
Yeah.
If you don't have a larger interconnected view, you don't get the possibilities of those shared areas of understandings or shared areas of influence.
You have one section of science that applies to other sciences, essentially.
I've been very lucky in terms of studying. We have a cat who might be trying to jump up. Because I was cross-field trained. I was trained for several different fields. And it means that I can apply one piece of training to other fields. And a lot of people who work in a lot of like yours, you've been able to apply your metal knowledge to working wood.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We've been able
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
True, but that's true of all experiments. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of interesting phenomenon, but we encourage you look for multiple sources.
Expand your thinking and mind.
Clear the sources to make sure they're accurate and not simply repeats without definite verification.
Yeah.
And the science of verification is it reproducible in reality?
Yeah.
Dreams are nice, but they don't describe how reality is going to behave.
Yeah, dreams are often metaphors, and we have to decode those.
True. And then again, if several people are having the same dream, then you go, that's a little weird, we better check that out. Well, I didn't have anything too much more than that today.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day.
Thanks for being here, and check out naturalshaman.com.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good day.
Blessings upon you.
Blessings.